11 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers looking to rebuild their franchise after LeBron James destroyed it. They had the first overall pick.
With the first pick in the 2011 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Kyrie Irving from Duke University.
Kyrie Irving joins Elton Brand as the only Duke players to ever be selected first overall. So no surprise with the first pick. Would there be a surprise at number 2?
With the second pick in the 2011 NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Derrick Williams from the University of Arizona.
So the first 2 picks went how everyone planned. With the third overall pick, the Utah Jazz selected Turkish forward Enes Kanter. And for our first surprise of the night, we go back to the Cavs, who had the 4th overall pick.
The Cleveland Cavaliers select Tristan Thompson from Toronto, Canada, and the University of Texas.
Tristan Thompson out of Brampton, Ontario, becomes the highest Canadian-born drafted since Bill Wennington in 1985, and he will be the 3rd active-born Canadian in the NBA. The Toronto Raptors would make their pick at number 5.
The Toronto Raptors select Jonas Valanciunas from Utina, Lithuania. He last played for Lietuvos Rytas in Lithuania.
The Lithuanian was predicted to go 4, but with the Cavs taking the Canadian, the Raptors jumped all over Jonas Valanciunas. The 6'11" center has been compared to Pau Gasol. To sexy time of the night, Jan Vesely was selected 6th overall by the Washington Wizards, and what a makeout session he had. Woo! A guy the Toronto Raptors passed up on was point guard Brandon Knight from the University of Kentucky. He went in the 8th spot to the Detroit Pistons, while this year's Final Four most outstanding player, point guard Kemba Walker from UConn, went to the Charlotte Bobcats with the 9th overall pick. Now, there was a trade before the draft, a 3-way deal between the Bucks, Bobcats, and Kings. Charlotte got Corey Maggette and the 7th overall pick and took Bismack Biyombo from Congo, while the Kings got John Salmons and the 10th selection. And with that pick, Milwaukee selected for Sacramento Jimmer Fredette out of BYU. The guard led the NCAA last season in scoring and was named the Player of the Year. The Phoenix Suns had the 13th pick in the draft and selected Markieff Morris from Kansas. He is the older twin brother. The younger brother, Marcus, was very emotional, but he didn't have to wait long to be drafted. The Houston Rockets selected him with the very next pick, as the Morris brothers become the 3rd set of twins to be drafted in the 1st round. We got another trade a little later. The San Antonio Spurs sent George Hill to the Indiana Pacers for the rights of their 15th pick, which was Kawhi Leonard out of San Diego State.
From the Prudential Center at the NBA Draft, this is Tristan Thompson, the 4th overall pick. You are now the highest Canadian to ever be selected in the modern era in the NBA, 11 spots higher than Steve Nash in 1996. Just talk about what this means for you personally, and I mean to Canadian basketball as well. It's a historic day.
It's a historic day for Canada basketball. Not so myself, but just how far Canada basketball's come along. It's been an honor, and I'm just glad that Cleveland Cavaliers picked me at number 4.
The emotions, describe them going through your head when your name was called.
Oh, it was just a lot of butterflies. Felt like a big relief, dream come true, being called by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Had to grab my mom, give her a big kiss, and I was excited.
Mock drafts had you going anywhere from around 5 to late teens. Mm-hmm. Were you surprised that you went at 4?
No, not at all. Worked out for the Cavs 2 times, performed real well, so I knew it was a possibility that I might be a Cavalier.
So going to the Cavs now, Kyrie Irving, and you're familiar with him a little bit, having played against him, I think, in prep school here in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and Kyrie definitely have a friendship prior to this whole situation, so I'm excited that he's a Cavalier with me, and it's going to be fun.
And Byron Scott says he wants to push the ball up tempo. How do you feel that suits your game?
Oh, that fits me 100%. I like running up and down the floor, using my athleticism, so I'm excited. I'm ready to work.
What changed for you? After March Madness, there was talk that you said you're going to go back to Texas, but then you decided, obviously it worked out for you, that you're going to enter the draft. Now here you are, fourth overall. What changed in your mind?
Just looking at the pros and cons and really analyze the whole situation. Getting feedback that I got was very positive, and I felt it was best for me to put my name in the NBA draft.
What names come to mind right now when I say who made this possible for you to be an NBA lottery pick and, you know, where your life is at right now? Who comes to mind?
Andrea Thompson, my mother. She's first and foremost, and my father, Trevor Thompson.
Awesome. Tristan, congratulations. Thanks so much for your time, and we'll see you soon in Canada, I'm sure, but also a lot of bandwagon Cavaliers fans right now just joined from Canada, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, but it's exciting. Cavs fans, I'm ready, and let's work.
Talk about changing the face of your